Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to Lesson 9.3.1 on writing and resolving secondary chords. Now wait, you might say, haven't we been talking about secondary chords? Yes, we have. We talked about the 5 of 5, the 7 diminished of 5, but now we're allowing tonicizations of chords other than 5. So, the process is going to be the same thing, just instead of we have 1, 4, 5, 7 of 5 to 5 and back to 1. So instead of tonicizing the 5 chord, now we allow you to tonicize any major or minor triad. The process is going to be exactly the same thing, except for the first step. It's not necessarily going to be the 5 chord that you're tonicizing. So here, we are in the key of B flat, and we want to tonicize minor 3. For some reason, we want to highlight that chord, make it a little more exciting. So say we get like a 1, and then we go to like a 4, 5, 1, something like that. For some reason, we want to highlight this chord and give it a little extra spice. So we have a D minor chord, and we want to have a 5, 7 of 3. So if D minor, we're thinking in that key, what's 5, 7? Write it out, A, C sharp, E, and G. And then you just notate that on the staff. The reason I recommend writing it out like this is because as you tonicize different chords, accidentals that you need different from the key signature are gonna get weird. So here we have the C sharp, but then if you were just writing and not thinking about it, you would have just written an E without a natural, and that would actually be an E flat. So that's why I recommend writing it out before notating it. So in major, you can't write secondary chords to 1 because that would just be your normal chords, like a 5, 7 of 1 is just 5, 7. So not going to be too concerned about that, but you can have 5, 7 of 2, of 3, of 4, of 5, and of 6. Why not 7, you ask? Well, 7 is diminished. And we have, in a major key, we have a 5, 7 chord. In a minor key, we have a 5, 7 chord. In a diminished key, wait a second, we don't have diminished keys. So that's why we don't tonicize 7. In minor keys, you have, you can tonicize not 2, because that's diminished. Can't tonicize 2, but you can tonicize flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Theoretically, you could also tonicize other variants as long as they're not diminished. One thing to note in major is that the 5, 7 of 4 chord, what are we in? We're in B flat. So you're going to have 5, 7 of 4 going to 4. If you just have a 5 of 4, if you omit the 7, then it just sounds like a 1 chord. So if you want to tonicize 4 with a 5, some sort of dominant, it has to be a 5, 7, otherwise it just sounds like you're going 1 to 4, which is probably not your intent. So that's something to be aware of. In minor, you have a similar sort of thing where your 5, 7 of flat 3 chord is the same as your flat 7 dominant 7. So if you just have a triad, just 5 of flat 3, we're in, what are we in, G minor now? So if you just have a 5 of flat 3, that sounds like flat 7 going to flat 3. So again, we would want to have that 7th on to really tonicize it. Same idea with tonicizing flat 6. Without the 7th, it's just flat 3 to flat 6. So sometimes you really want to add that 7th just to make sure people know what you're doing. Try some of these out, and I'll see you next time.